Entry Center team, and I'm excited to be here to share space with all of you, and I apologize for those that I'm giving my back, but I see you. My thought of the day today is going to be around our medicine cabinet, and I'm not referring to the medicine cabinet where we might find prescriptions, where doctors usually give us a prescription. Sometimes we go over the counter, or sometimes we self-medicate, right? To numb or to not feel that pain. But I'm talking more about medicine that nourishes our heart, our spirit, and our soul. It makes us smile, it makes us warm. And I want to share a little bit about my medicine cabinet as it relates to a story. So yesterday was the LA Marathon, and I was sharing with Annie on Saturday, because she was sharing a little bit about she was going to go support her sisters, her friends in the LA Marathon. And so I was telling her a little bit that I did the LA Marathon in 2018, and I never thought I was going to do the LA Marathon if it wasn't for Luis Colosio. So Luis Colosio used to work in a cafe a couple years ago, and every time I would go get my coffee, he'd say, "Compañera, you're going to do the LA Marathon?" I was like, "No." And he knew I was already, I was doing a couple 5Ks, I started working out, and we were sharing that experience of running, and I was like, no, I always wanted to do it in high school. And then he finally said one day, it just hit me, he's like, "Compañera, you're going to do the LA Marathon." He pumped me up, and I said, "Hell yeah, let's do the LA Marathon." I did not know what I was signing up for. I started researching how to train for the LA Marathon. Did I do it? I didn't do it. But I know I was doing my 30-minute workouts at home, and I was building endurance, and I told myself, I'm going to do this. I show up. I was supposed to meet Luis Colosio here. He didn't show up. I was starting to get scared, because he was the only person that I connected that I was going to do the LA Marathon. Nobody knew. I didn't share with anyone. It's something I wanted to do for myself. And so the security, I think it was Jason, who gave me a ride to the Dodger Stadium. And it was from the Dodger Stadium all the way to 26th to
All right, with that.
And I got there was super early. I couldn't find anyone that I recognized that I could relate to and share my nervousness. So I was there by myself. Then, it starts, the race starts, and I just start running, and then if you haven't been to the LA Marathon, people are layered up. I didn't know this, right? So people are layered up because it's cold, and as they start running out, they start taking out their layers, right? I'm like, what the hell, So I wasn't layered up, of course, right? I was just lightweight with my clothes, and then I start running. And then I realized that we hit a turn to Sunset, and I didn't start running fast. I took my time to run, but as I was hit Sunset to go up, I started seeing people on the sidewalk getting medical attention, and I was like, oh my God, holy shit, this is real, And then I realized that I know I was resilient because I showed up, right? So I started pulling from my medicine cabinet, and the first thing that I pulled was my resiliency, right? And then I saw the Hollywood sign, and then I kept telling myself, I pulled out another medicine, and I told myself, watch out, Hollywood, this Chicana is coming after you. And that's what kept me going, right? That kept me going. I was like, this Chicana is gonna take over Hollywood, And then at some point, I lose the Hollywood sign, and I needed to find another medicine, right? So then I started seeing older women and men running in front of me. And I was like, wow, they're doing it, I could do it, right? So then, as I started seeing them, I started remembering my ancestors. And I started visioning my ancestors running in the fields, hunting and gathering. And then I started remembering my mom, who ran across the border for a better life for her kids. And that's what kept me going. The resiliency of my ancestors, the resiliency of my parents for a better life. And that kept me going. At some point, I saw the walkway. I was probably mile 19, 18. And I saw the walkway, and I started like talking to the walkway, right? Oh, I want to sit on you, I want to lay down on you, But that kept me going, right? Talking to the walkway. I just wanted to sit. But I knew the moment that I sit, I was not going to get up. That was it for me. And I had really bad knees, and my doctor told me, you do the marathon, that's it for you. And I said, right, I guess it is, you know? And at mile 22, we were in Santa Monica. I could smell the beach. I could, sense it. And I started already slowing down. Like I'm already like power walking, And I was like, this is it. I give it all I could. And then I looked down. I just start crying. And then this person just stands next to me and hugs me and starts with jogging with me, power walking. He says, we got this. We got this. And I couldn't even look at him because I was like in tears. And I just see him start running in front of me, and I said, we got this, And the beautiful part of doing the LA Marathon is the community. The people cheering you, people don't know you. You make, the connection of that space. And I just started running and running. And then, I don't know how Marcos, who was a case manager at that time, found out I was doing the marathon. He was following me, I guess. Told Teresa, who lives in Santa Monica, and I'm going on the street, seeing already the ocean, and I see Teresa, and I see her husband. They're waving at me, and for the first time I saw someone that I knew, and she started running with me, and she started running with me next to me, and we're running, and she's like, you could do this, and she's telling everyone it's her first marathon, and we're running, and I made it. I crossed that line, And then, to top it off, they ran out of medals. So, I had to wait for mine in the mail. But I just sat there and I looked at the ocean, and that's another medicine, right? Mother Earth, And I just took it in, I sat there by myself, I didn't know how I was gonna get home. Teresa gave me a ride back to Homeboy Industries. But, as you walk through your day to day, through your week, think about your medicine. What are you putting in your medicine cabinet that you could open and take out when you need it, right? In those moments where you want to give up, in those moments that are hard, when those moments that tears come out, like what is that medicine you could take out from the cabinet to keep you going? Thank you.